Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'm Amy Patee, and today's yoga practice is for the back. So if you're experiencing some tension or pain along your spine, this is going to be a great practice for you. It's really gentle, easygoing. We start on our back. We'll open the hips a little bit, and then we'll do a variety of gentle movements for the whole back, for the whole spine. And this practice, if your back feels great, it's still going to be a wonderful practice for you. It could be nice to do when you wake up in the morning if you just want something gentle to get moving. It could also be a beautiful evening practice to do before bed to just get your whole body relaxed. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And you can always subscribe to my channel and click the little bell so that you are notified when I release future practices as well, if you enjoy and resonate with my teaching. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you love the practice today. All right, so let's get going. We are going to start this practice on our back so that we can begin to really build up some support for our back. So you can just come around, lie on down onto your back here. And we're going to just start with both knees coming into the chest. And you might, be holding the right shin bone with your right hand, left shin bone with your left hand. However it works for you to draw those legs in. Sometimes it's nice to hold behind your thighs. And then let yourself just close your eyes if that's comfortable for you and just begin to rock just slowly and gently from side to side. Make a connection with your breath here. Draw in a nice deep breath. Relax your jaw as you breathe out and just feel your back spreading out and sinking down into your mat. Let your belly rise and fall. And you're still just gently rocking a little side to side. Take another full breath here. Just breathe in slowly through your nose. And this time sigh it out through an open mouth. Good, and then let your feet come to the floor. And walk your feet out so they're about mat width apart. And let your knees rest in towards each other. And bring your hands over your belly. And we're just going to take 5 to 8 breaths here. Starting to really invite the breath to slow down. And inviting the breath to expand into your abdomen as you inhale. So your belly rises up into your hands. And as you exhale, feel the belly releasing away from the hands and let your back again really release into the floor. Belly rises with your inhale and falls with your exhale, back of the body, relaxing into the floor. So keep your breath moving like that really slowly and feel your hips letting go. With the knees resting in towards each other, feel the muscles of your inner thighs completely letting go as well. And let's just take one more breath here. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. And then take your hands away from your belly and let your arms stretch out in line with your shoulders. And you can just lift your knees away from each other, but keep your feet right where they're at. And you're going to breathe in. And then as you exhale, let your knees fall to the left. And take your gaze to the right. And see if you can just let them release completely. And then slowly, slowly, as you inhale, you're gonna lift your knees back up through center. Your feet, again, are still wide apart here. Exhale, take your knees to the right and let your gaze roll to the left. And you're gonna continue like this with your breath and let it be pretty slow. So you inhale, things come to center, your knees, your legs, your head. Exhale, legs drop to the left, gaze to the right. Keep flowing like this, really syncing up breath and body as you're beginning to gently, gently wring out the entire length of your spine. Take 2 more of those. And then the next time you breathe in, your knees are lifted again towards the sky with your feet on the floor. And then breathe in again, let the belly rise. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your right knee in towards your chest. And again, you might hold behind your thigh or over your shin bone and just hug the knee first towards the center of your chest. And you can keep this left foot on the floor with the knee bent, or for a deeper stretch here, you can extend the left leg out long. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, you're going to let that right knee come out more towards the right shoulder or towards the right armpit. And let's do that a couple more times in and out. So you can slowly draw the knee in towards the sternum or towards the midline of the body. Maybe that's your inhale, and then as you exhale, let the knee move out towards the right upper arm. And one more time, inhale, bringing that leg in towards center, and the movement might be really small. You might not be getting a ton of movement, that's okay. Exhale, knee towards the right shoulder or arm. Good, and then bring the knee back up to center. And then this time you're going to cross it all the way over to the left. So honor your back here, honor your hips, reach out with the right arm, gaze towards the right hand. This will be a little deeper twist. And wherever you might be feeling some tightness, restriction, honor that, breathe into that, and just see if any of that wants to begin letting go or begin softening. And it's always useful here to check in with your jaw, make sure your jaw is not starting to clench. That will be a sign that you're going a little too far. And then also, if there's pain, back off, right? You want to work within the range of comfort, ease, and a little bit of stretch, but no pain. See if you can let your shoulders release down into the floor, and we'll take one more deep breath. And again, we're trying to breathe into the belly. So deep breathing, letting the breath massage those abdominal organs and muscles and the low back muscles. And then bring that knee back up through center. And as you exhale, place your right foot down onto your mat, and then work the left knee in towards your chest. And start by just hugging that left knee in towards your sternum. And again, you can choose here to keep your right knee bent at this point, or you could straighten your right leg for a little deeper stretch. And just try to relax your low back into your mat. Drawing the knee in close towards the sternum as you breathe in. And then as you exhale, let the knee shift out towards your left shoulder. And then you can do that a couple more times, just with your own breath. Inhaling, you'll scoop the knee up and in towards your sternum, towards the midline of your body. And then out towards your left shoulder or upper arm bone. And again, if the range of motion is small here, that's okay. Maybe you feel a lot of range of motion. Maybe you feel a lot of good stretching. It's all perfect. You can really invite the muscles of that hip to release as you secure the leg with your hands, right? And move the leg using the strength of your arms. So we'll breathe in, bring the knee back up towards the center line of the body, and then keep going. Cross that leg over to the right for a twist. Reach your left arm out, maybe gaze towards that left hand, and just breathe here. Deep breaths into your low back, into your belly. Maybe your shoulders can let go a little bit more. Yeah, just let the tension, the stress, the old pent-up emotions, let them start to flow, let them start to release. Take one more breath. Good, and then as you exhale, just let yourself again roll back up here through center. And then gently draw your right knee this time in to meet your left. Squeeze both legs back in, rocking again side to side. Maybe things are feeling a little bit looser. And then if you're up for it, if it feels okay in your body, you're gonna hold behind your legs here, and you're gonna try rocking all the way up and all the way back down. Just a few times, massaging from the tip of your tailbone all the way to the back of your head. And if you're really bony and you're on hard floor, I'm actually on carpet and I have a pretty thick mat, so this doesn't feel bad for me, but if you do happen to be really bony, put a blanket down because this feels really good usually if you're on a soft enough surface. You can even roll a little bit to one side and the other side, but this is a great exercise to do to get everything massaged out, energy flowing along your spine. Good, and then roll yourself all the way up. So come all the way up to sit, and then circle yourself around and come over onto your hands and knees, and we're gonna do some cat-cows for our back. So you want your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and as you breathe in, you're gonna arch your back here, and you can think about taking your shoulder blades towards your tailbone a little bit. And sometimes when people move into this position, they kind of collapse in the low back and their belly falls towards the floor heavy. Resist that a little bit. So pull the belly towards the spine just a little bit as you're arching, just to protect that low back space. And then as you exhale, round out your spine. Push the floor away and try to look at your belly button. And then inhale, arch. Trying to find some length here as you arch. Maybe the elbows are a little bit bent, a little bit soft. Exhale, round. Keep going. Find your flow with your own breath. Good. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Good. And then come back to neutral. Take a breath in, and then let's move back through child's pose, breathing out. So when you come into child's pose, you can always cross your forearms, rest your forehead on your forearms or your hands. And you can always, keep your hips more lifted, especially if you're working with a really tight back or pain in your back, right? Tuning in, listening to your body, honoring your body and what it needs is really key. Every single yoga posture can be adjusted and modified to work for your body. There are no rules set in stone about these postures, at least not from my perspective. You're allowed to adapt them to your body to honor your own limitations. Take one more breath here in child's. And breathe out. Good. And then from child's, rise back up to hands and knees, and we're just going to do a little side stretch here. So you're going to walk your hands off to the left side of your mat, and then slowly pull your hips back towards your heels. Maybe your forehead will come to the floor, and make the pose again work for you. So adjust now that you're here so that you can be here and you can actually really enjoy the breath. You might feel the breath move into that right shoulder, right rib cage, right waistline. One more breath. Breathe it out. And then looking towards your hands, and just use your belly. Pull your navel towards your spine. So you're supporting that back. Come through center, walk your way around to the opposite side, ground those hands, pull back, and release. And wiggle around. Find your sweet spot here. Breathe and let the breath circulate through the left shoulder, left lung, left waistline. Breathe in and out. Look towards your hands. Come on back up. Walk your hands through center, and then just cross your ankles and roll back, sitting down onto your mat, or swing your legs around however you can get there comfortably. And let's just do just a couple more little stretches here. Really easy. So we'll do a twist first to the right. So you could sit cross-legged, and if it's hard to sit this way, stretch your legs out straight, sit on a chair. A bolster is really great to sit on, or a folded blanket. We're gonna take those right fingertips behind, left hand to your right knee, and just easy twist. Rotate around, look back over your right shoulder, and think about creating lots of length in your spine here. And kind of press the shoulders down and draw up through your sternum as well. And when you exhale, or when you inhale and you lift up as tall as possible, you might find yourself coming out of the twist just a little bit. And then when you exhale, maybe you twist a little deeper and your elbows bend a little bit more. And then you inhale and you try to lift up tall, and you may find yourself coming a little bit out of the twist, elbows loosening up a little, and then exhale, squeezing the breath out, twisting a little deeper, bending those elbows a little bit more. Breathe in. And then exhale, just let yourself relax. Come through center. And then walk your hands forward for a moment and just lean forward. So kind of neutralizing your spine. Breathe into your back. Breathe out, let go. Breathe in, walk your hands back, rise up, side two. So just taking those left fingertips behind you as far as you're comfortable working, right hand to the left knee, and then just easy twist, look back over your shoulder. Lifting up nice and tall. So again, you could play with lengthening, rising up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, those elbows bend a little and you twist a little deeper, only if that feels good for you. So it's like a wet towel filling up with water as you inhale. As you exhale, you wring it out. Elbows bend, squeeze the breath out. Enjoy a few more breaths here. Even your abdomen moving into the twist, feeling your belly stretch to the left. Take one more inhale and then exhale. Gently come back through center. And then this time, grab hold of your knees or your shin bones and you're going to round your back by rocking back. So chin to the chest, round out your back, rock back. Breathe out. And then inhale, come back forward. Kind of roll those shoulders back. You can lift your chest a little bit. Elbows might bend. Lift your chin. Two more like that. Breathe out, round. Inhale, arch. Really indulge yourself here in the breath and in the movement. Take extra breaths if you need to. One more time, round the spine, rock back. Let it feel really good. And then come forward and arch. Neutralize your spine. So just find upright position. Take a breath. Good. Exhale it out. Great job. Hopefully your back is starting to feel a little bit better. So we're going to come down onto our backs again and just let everything settle now. So we've loosened up the back quite a bit, and as well as the hips. And I'm going to recommend a bolster beneath your knees. And if you don't have a bolster, I do have one linked below in the description, because I'm a huge fan of bolsters. Now, a rolled up blanket can work, pillows can work. A bolster is just kind of made for yoga, so it's nice to have. But putting something underneath your knees as you rest back can be really great to support that low back if it's feeling tight or sore. And the arms can come out to the side, or again, you could let your hands rest over your belly. And also if you have like another pillow or a blanket nearby, you could rest it over your lower belly and your hips. And so this provides comfort. It provides a little bit of weight, which kind of grounds our nervous system and informs the body that it can release with gravity more easily. So you can experiment with that as well, right? All these little tricks to help us relax. And then just let your eyes come to close. And again, we're just letting things settle. We're inviting our spine right now to really drop. Think of the bones of your spine just starting to kind of nuzzle into the mat beneath you. And all the muscles, in a way, it's like they're exhaling, right? All the muscles that hold the bones of your spine up every day Just see if you can breathe out and imagine those muscles exhaling, letting go, allowing your spine to settle, and just taking a little break. And then we're going to come back to belly breathing. So again, if it helps to have your hands over your abdomen, feel free to do that. And just feel the belly rise and fill as you inhale. And as you exhale, let the belly deflate and release. No effort in this, right? It's just easy breathing. You don't have to make your belly stretch really big. Just allow it to move with your breath in a natural way. Feeling how that movement of your belly creates a gentle movement that spreads through the rest of your body. Let your legs be heavy. Let your arms be heavy. Let your head be heavy. Just let the floor support you for the next minute. Let yourself be held. If you're feeling tired today and you have extra time to keep resting, please do so. Give yourself that time. And if you're ready to move into the rest of your day, give your toes a little wiggle. Give your fingers a little stretch. And then roll out your ankles. And roll out your wrist. Take a breath in, stretch through the arms and the legs. And then roll into fetal pose on either side, doesn't matter. And maybe you rest there for a moment. Leisurely coming up. And before you rush off, sit for a moment. Sit comfortably for a moment here and close your eyes. And just see if you can sink into your own body a little bit. Noticing how it feels, if there's been any changes that are noticeable in this moment. And maybe even resting a hand over the belly and one hand near your heart or your chest. And even if your body is experiencing pain or discomfort, see if you can just let your body know that you still love it in that pain, you still love it through that discomfort, you still appreciate it. You're still grateful for it. Just gather your palms to press at the front of your chest. And take a breath in here through the nose, nice and deep. Exhale through your mouth. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're feeling more open and at ease in your body. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.